gentlemen, distinguished guests, our next bout is in the Catchweight round at 60 kilograms. We follow 3 rounds of amateur martial arts rules. So introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the cage with a record of 5 victories, 1 defeat, representing one MMA Academy. Please welcome Sheldon. Standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He enters tonight with a record of 5 victories, 4 defeats, representing 4 corners. Cheer, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sheldon. The referee in charge of the action is the leading man.
Well, it's a catchweight contest here as we get the action back underway at FCC 26. Sheldon Ryan in the solid black with a record of 5-1, taking on Jay Reilly with a record of 5-4 in the yellow and purple. Reilly representing 4 corners, of course. Jack Grant in the corner of Jay Reilly, and the One Academy man with former FCC champion Pietro Menga in his corner. So 2 very well-versed competitors here, Harry.
Yeah, I've actually seen Sheldon fight a numerous amount of times. I think I saw him fighting his debut across Manchester as well. He's really progressed since then. Still got a few decisions on his record. Like, could pull that trigger a little bit more, but he's really developing into a solid fighter in the UK scene. Yeah,
his last contest, I believe, was actually on Cage Warriors as an amateur. So, you know, a high-level competitor here. Only loss came via a very unorthodox ninja choke. So, perhaps that's something we should look out for from Jay Reilly to see if he's going to be trying to snatch that neck in a unique way. Reilly, though, trying to use the cage to perhaps get back to his feet. He's going to need to clear those legs first, though. Reilly just trying to scoot out from underneath his man here. Got to be careful he doesn't give the back, and he has, though. Sheldon Ryan's got the kind of fighter that's going to look to capitalise here, and he is.
Yes, he's very much the game plan of Sheldon Ryan. He'll always try and attack you, swarm you, and always hunt for the submissions. Is what he's been known for, is what he's really developed in his game.
And let's see what the defence is like here from Jay Reilly from this very, very unpleasant position. The body triangle is in from Sheldon Ryan.
He's hanging in there, though. He's defending very well. He's got both wrists. Do very well to hang in there.
It's a bad spot to be in this early in the contest, but he's doing everything right so far as the man from 4 corners. Jack Grant barking instructions there as Sheldon Ryan tries to lock something up.
So you're having like a mixed record, like a 5-4. Doesn't really say much about the kind of caliber of competitor he is. Can still be a tough, gritty fighter for an up-and-comer like Sheldon. It's just exactly like someone who's had nearly double the fights that he's had. It's exactly what he needs. And he's proving his grittiness here, defending his rear naked choke, defending his body triangle.
That body triangle is going to restrict the breathing as well of Jay Reilly, and Ryan really putting it on him in this first round. Really letting Jay Reilly know he's in a fight here. Spoke to Sheldon yesterday at the weigh-ins. He seemed very, very confident. He goes for that neck again, looking for the big squeeze here. He's over the jaw.
He's fighting it again. Very, very good. Very aware of what he needs to do in that position.
And again, trying to lock up the choke is Sheldon Ryan, but every time it seems to be over the jaw. And you know, you've got to think about what this is going to do mentally to Sheldon Ryan. He's tried so that's underneath. There's the big squeeze.
Oh, saved by the bell.
Saved by the bell indeed. And Harry, as we were saying just before that last flurry of action, you've got to wonder now what this is going to do to Sheldon Ryan. He's tried so many times to lock that choke off. He's not managed it. It looked like he was putting on another big squeeze just before the end of the round, but his opponent's saved by the bell. Now Sheldon Ryan's going to come out thinking, what have I got to do to finish this guy?
Definitely. I mean, if anything, I think that's got to be a 10-8 round from the dominance from beginning to end there. But how much energy has he preserved there? Has he fully blown his arms out? We're going to have to see, because that's definitely going to play a mind game. If you can't choke him out with that in that kind of round, in that kind of situation, what can you do to the man?
Jay Reilly still looking very calm in the corner.
Maybe it's in the beard. Maybe it's all in the beard.
Oh, well, I'm nearly 40 years old. I can't grow one, so I wouldn't know. Sheldon Ryan, Jay Reilly coming out for round 2 here. Reilly looks very calm and confident for a guy who, as you say, Harry, may well be a 10-8 round down here.
A little bit of spillage, I think.
Yeah, no, they're just wiping Jay Reilly down. I'm not sure if it's. I think they may have just been a little over enthusiastic with the grease there between rounds, perhaps. Nevertheless, we are underway, and it's a takedown immediately from Sheldon Ryan, really setting out his stall early here, Harry.
Exactly what he's always been doing, and clearly, given his record and how many wins he's got, it's exactly what he does, and it's very, very hard to stop. Even someone double the fights is having a really hard time with this style of fight right now. He's got an underhook in under his left arm. He's trying to get back to his feet, Jay Reilly. He's trying to get the Kimura grip, but he's exposed his back in the meantime.
4 of the 5 wins from Sheldon Ryan have come by way of decision, but you can't say he's not looking for the finish here, Harry. No. He's been scrambling for these positions.
No, he's grinding him out. Very, very nice back take. Saw the opportunity and took it. Going straight back to that body triangle.
And you know, we've talked about this a couple of times this evening. It's all well and good saying, yeah, Jay Reilly's hanging in there, he's making his man work, but with the short rounds, as the time ticks away, the onus is on Jay Reilly now to do something to put points on the board.
Yeah, it kind of ebbs and flows. Like if Sheldon's trying to hunt the finish, there's only so much time, and if Jay's trying to make a statement and get out of this, he really needs to take the most of the 3 minutes he's got. It's not a lot of time. It really varies. It's so different to the 5 minutes you get as a professional. It goes by in the click of a finger.
You know, and you look back to the old days of MMA when it was 10-minute rounds or unlimited rounds, and they talked about cooking an opponent and wearing them down. These guys don't have that luxury in the amateur division. No,
again, without this back take, strong body triangle from beginning to end. Still trying to fight that rear naked. Maybe it's time to try and transition to something else. He's not finding any success in telegraphing his rear naked choke.
This amateur catchweight contest between Sheldon Ryan and Jay Reilly is brought to you by The Venue Nightclub Manchester. Check them out, Central Manchester, if you're looking for a good night out over the next few weeks. And of course, get on all their social medias. The Venue Manchester, one of the top nightlife destinations in one of the top nightlife cities in the UK. Ryan still trying to affect something from the back here, but Jay Reilly's doing a great job of neutralizing his man here thus far.
Yeah, he was trying to tire him out with that body triangle. It's still very, very tight. Given all the sweat that's been pouring between them to hold him into the position, very, very impressive the kind of control Sheldon Ryan has. He's trying again to pull that arm over the head and sink it in. Again, another great round for Sheldon Ryan. Can't really fault that strong round, but what can he really get on Jay Reilly at this point?
Yeah, and you know, speaking of the scoring criteria, you know, how can you award Jay Reilly points here? He's really not done anything offensive at all. I'm not sure that Sheldon Ryan perhaps did enough for a 10-8 in that one, but I could certainly agree with it if a judge were to argue that point. It was effectively constant control, very little else, and submission attempts from Sheldon Ryan, and nothing coming back from the corner of Jay Reilly. So Jay Reilly is potentially fighting a lost cause here. Should this go to the scorecards, he's got to get a finish.
He needs a finish. He's got to try something different. Even if Sheldon isn't hunting that finish and just wants to grind this one out, he's been grinding away here. He's more than I think Sheldon's going to be more than happy for a repeat of the last 2 rounds. Jay really needs a big round here. He needs something big.
Third and final round underway in this amateur catchweight contest. These men meeting at 70 kgs. Leg kick to start things off from Sheldon Ryan. Let's see if he's going to switch things up here, or if he's again going to be looking to set that takedown. He is. There's a nice sprawl.
Oh, and that's where the sweat comes into play. There could have been a guillotine opportunity there for Jay Reilly, but it just slipped away.
Well, this is the thing we haven't seen thus far in this contest, Harry, and that's Jay Reilly in the top position. So let's see what the man from Four Corners can do on the top. We've talked about that gym having a number of guys with very unorthodox submission arsenals. Let's see what Jay Reilly's got to offer.
Oh, omoplata.
Oh, they're back up.
Very
Reilly
slick.
firing off big shots.
Reilly,
He's got murderous intentions in his eyes, throwing a little bit too wild though, and eats that takedown, but he's got the hips underneath him and he's back on his feet.
Reilly looking wide-eyed for a second there. Oh, very nice spin kick.
Oh, big shots from Jay Reilly here. Again sprawls out on the takedown, but loses out on the scramble.
Sheldon making the takedowns very known, but Jay just can't stop him. He's not really being patient and waiting for the takedowns to come through. He's just throwing, and he's having his own momentum used against him.
But a great job again of getting out from underneath and back to his feet. Let's see if he can turn his man off the cage here. He's pummeled in, turns his man. Can he separate now and get those shots off? Nice knee to the body there from Jay Reilly. Oh, they separate, and Reilly is going to be headhunting here. Trying to tee up the big right hand, sprawls again on Sheldon Ryan. And these takedowns are looking a little bit more desperate now from the One Academy fighter.
Jay doing a much better round there with the sprawl and the head control, pushing the head down of Sheldon Ryan, preventing him from moving at all, and then just getting a forearm under him and shoving him onto his back.
And this could very much be a case now of Jay Reilly versus the clock, as much as this is Jay Reilly versus Sheldon Ryan.
Jay really needs to try not to sit forward here. He really needs to try and posture back and let them shots go. Nice, very nice transition.
Beautifully into side control. But he's got to land some big damage here if he wants to even be in with a sniff of a draw in the judges' scorecards, I would say. Ideally, he wants to finish.
Needs to try and posture back here, or at least get that left leg through onto mount. It's hanging a little bit too low here. There we go. That's what he needs to be doing.
Oh, final 10 seconds of the round. It's going to take something huge from Jay Reilly here to get back into this one. Sheldon Ryan doing everything he can to just neutralize his man at this stage, and it's over. That's a very, very competitive fight in my eyes, Harry. And you've got to think Sheldon Ryan did enough early to nick that one. And of course, Jay Reilly very much in the ascendancy, winning the last round, clearly in my eyes, but he didn't do it by a 10-8, so it's not going to be enough, I wouldn't think, to get anything on the judges' scorecards here.
No, a very impressive display to go 6-1 for Sheldon Ryan. A very, very big win. Another one that makes his record look even more impressive after bouncing back off that last loss of his. For Jay, it was just an impressive third round, but just a case of too little too late.
Look, I'll be perfectly happy to watch Jay Reilly fight in the next FCC. A very, very spirited performance in what will almost certainly be defeat on the judges' scorecards here. But, you know, we've said it all night, Harry. This is about experience. It's about getting those hard rounds in against tough opponents and showing what you can do. And for me, Jay Reilly showed a hell of a lot, especially later on in that contest. But early doors, it was all Sheldon Ryan. That first round, likely a 10-8, certainly a 10-8 in my book. We'll see how the judges see it, but both these guys are going to have a lot to take away from this contest. So let's throw it to our MC, Mr. Jonathan Millard in the cage, and he'll make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards with the unanimous decision